I was told by two different spirit cleansers, one is a very good one from Romania, that I have a demon and a female spirit that are very possessive of me. So if I bring any dates over, the female spirit will get in between us, and I've had many girls that I've dated over the course of 2 years be violently attacked here. And it's almost gotten to the point to where I don't want to bring them over here anymore. So I actually sleep in a guest bedroom here because upstairs I was pulled out of my bed by something about 4 to 5 months ago. I'm sick of sleeping in this little guest room, and it's not that I'm like scared of whatever's here. I can't show fear, but when you go to bed and you wake up and you're sliding out of the bed by something pulling on your legs, it's really nothing you can fight against. How does something that occupies air have the energy to pull you out of a bed? And when I did that, there was dark shadow figures around here. It's nothing that just happens on the job. You know, it follows you home, and I have to adjust my way of life to try and protect myself. This is where the bed was when I got pulled out of here. And when that happened, I woke up and there were shadow figures standing at the railings here. So what I'm doing is I'm building a separate room here, and I'm gonna really try and cleanse this area. You know, what I'm gonna do with this area to make it protective against what's in my house, I don't know yet, but at least I'm kind of in here and not open to the rest of the house. It's just what I went through. It was pretty crazy. The dungeon stays behind the bookcase, and what's really cool, just a few feet away from the dungeon where I have all this activity, is where we edit our lockdowns. How cool is that? How authentic do you get? I want you to stare at Vlad's eyes, and you'll be able to see Vlad's eyes follow you. Kind of cool, vampire killing kit. I got this from France. I collect all kinds of things from the lockdowns that I go to, all the investigations. This is when we were digging at the Kentucky slave house. Remember the little skull that we found, the little snakehead skull? This right here I bought from some lady that didn't want it anymore because it cursed her life. It's some kind of voodoo thing. There's teeth, some kind of bone, something in this bottle. I really don't want to know what it is. This piece of wood was from a house where there's evil spirits, bad energy, people being attacked. So I call this the display case from hell. All kinds of bad stuff here. A doll from Villisca, axe murder house. This is an actual branch from Hangman's Tree in Vulture Mine, the tree that killed, I think it was 18 people. This is awesome. One of my favorite places I've ever investigated was Virginia City, Nevada at the Silver Queen. This was the original sign for the Silver Queen, and she gave it to me. Or I actually bought it. Every single window, every single door, the front door, even the bathroom windows have these steel shutters. I'm not a huge fan of the sun, so I keep my house very dark in more ways than one. I have 3 different levels of this house. This is the basement level, and you know, we do a lot of editing here. The guys come over, we're here, we hang out. This is kind of like my man cave. These are a lot of famous people in the horror movie industry that I've met. Gracie, look. Get it, Gracie. Get it.
Things haven't been the same since Zak Bagans came along. Teased the bad spirits, made them mad, and they followed him home.
I just wanted to give you a little sneak peek inside the album called Necrofusion. As I've done so many investigations, the voices that we've been collecting through these devices, and particularly the SB7, are so clear. So I thought it would be really cool to take these spirit voices, put them in music, and there's no better person to compose the music than Praga Khan. We collaborated for about a year, and now we've just mastered 11 tracks. This one's called Immortal Portal. Tell me who you are. This is an actual session. You're listening to me in the music. Tell me what your name is. Say Rhonda. Rhonda? Holy. Here's another one. This one's called In My Dungeon, and in my dungeon, I actually talked with the spirits. I did about 80 sessions down there. Only about 2 sessions I got spirit voice.
It's late in the night.
And this was about 3 a.m. I would just go down there with my recorders every night.
Right now.
Not a good thing to do, especially when I've experienced so much bad energy here.
It's time to see who else is here with me.
What's really cool about this music is ultimately the spirits chose which questions to answer, which story to tell, and more importantly, how the music is heard. So it was all up to them on how the music really turned out. And one of those cases is a song called Sing For Me.
Now it's time to listen to those who speak after they've already taken their last breath.
So after we got that spirit voice, I wrote that, and we would listen to the tone of the spirit voice, the emotion, and then we would find a good tone for the composition of the music to match it and tell a story.
If I were to make a song, what would you want me to sing about?
So I asked her the question, what do you want to sing about?
Song, what would you want to sing about?
And she comes through and says this.
Can you sing for me? Can you sing for me?
Now you got to remember, I did several sessions that night over the course of about 4 hours. I never got anything else from her. There is another voice in here you can hear, and it goes, I sing. And that's all I got was that, and then this, airplane, or whatever she says. But she's not saying it, she's singing it. And so that's all we had to work with. And then it was up to us, you know, how do we creatively tell this spirit story that enhances their messages while preserving the emotion of how they're saying it. A lot of spirits are in pain, a lot of them are trapped, but in this case, the spirit just wanted to sing.
You sing on my song?